Look. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Yeah. The creator of the Korean alphabet, and it was truly amazing. Yo, traveling on back with another video. I'm super excited today. This is a 360 immersive video. I'm going to show off one of the top tourist destinations in Seoul, South Korea. I'm at the subway station called Gwanghwamun Palace area. And if you look in the direction that I'm pointing towards, you can see the beautiful mountain. I'm not sure how well it's going to show with the dynamic range and the lights, but I'm excited to show you all this beautiful part of the city. So if you are interested, this is the video for you. Let's do it. So I was just located right over here, and I just kind of wanted to show you. They actually renovated this a couple years ago. I'm not exactly sure when, but when I first came to South Korea, this was not renovated and it looks so much nicer. So as you can see, I was just right over there, and now I'm over here, and I just kind of wanted to show you all just an idea of this beautiful area. They renovated it a couple of years ago, and there is a super old palace, Gwanghwamun Palace, that direction. Sorry, my Korean's horrible. And come along with me and let's check this out. So yeah, here we go. This is such a picturesque day. I'm so excited to take you along with me. And it's not that crowded today because it is a weekday. It's Wednesday afternoon on, I don't even know the date, 4/17. I believe it's September 10th, 2025, Wednesday at 4:17 p.m. So you can see behind me now. Let me stop this for a second. So there sounds like there is a protest going on right now. But as you can see, this is like, there's that statue there, I believe, is the admiral or general who was able to defeat with a boat, a certain type of boat. I will name the general there. I'm sorry, but a very historical figure that helped save Korea. Amazing. And in front of us, of course, is King Sejong, and he is a famous king in Korea who created the alphabet. But I think they're still doing some renovation over there. But they've done some huge events in this area. This used to be a huge place for protests, but I think they moved the protests over there. But this is like the downtown area. There's a huge library over there. Great places to eat in this area too. And the very, very famous palace where royalty lived centuries ago. But let's walk around. So I am going to continue to try to do this type of vlogging, because instead of me framing the shot for you all, you get to this time kind of look around and see what this all would look like if you were actually going to come and visit Seoul, South Korea. I don't know if you can see that really, the end building where I'm pointing. We're gonna go to the top of that building if it's open and get a really amazing 360 view of the mountain, of the palace, of the city behind us. So hopefully it's open for the public. But yeah, this is, let me just stop it here. Dude, look at this day. This is amazing. Oh, at nighttime, it's on a whole different level because of the city lights, the big TV screens everywhere, our LED screens everywhere. It is amazing. There's a big I think concert hall right here. I've never been to any of the concerts, but yeah, this is such a nice day. I'm so happy to bring you all along with me. How are you all doing? I hope that you guys are enjoying your, I guess we're getting close to the end of summertime. Although it's like, I think like 30 degrees Celsius today here in Seoul, South Korea. We're kind of hoping for the fall season to come upon us. But let me take you all walking. I just kind of wanted to show you all the beautiful area, walking around 360. How's the DJI Mic 3? On the Osmo 360, I had to bring down the volume to -10 because it was a little hot at level 0. I also have it on normal voice. I guess there's a rich setting. I don't know, but I just have it on the normal setting. But yeah. Let's do this. This is so fun. All right, so I do have the stick in front of me. This is, I can reach the screen here. But yeah, this is amazing. Now, one of the cool things here in Seoul is that if you rent a traditional Korean hanbok, I don't see anyone with one on right now, but you can enter the palace that we'll look at momentarily, and you can go there for free, which is really cool. Won't walk around this, but yeah, this is King Sejong. Yeah, the creator of the Korean alphabet, and it was truly amazing. This guy is brilliant. I mean, talk about brilliant. He created the Korean alphabet, and if you know anything about the Korean culture, the ability to learn to read Korean, you can learn, honestly, within a week. It's so logical in its format. I am horrible at languages, and my Korean is still bad, but I can read Korean because King Sejong was so, I don't know, he was just, it was amazing the way he was able to create such a logical way to write the Korean language. So amazing. But yeah, that's that for that history. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, so I don't know. I probably won't be able to come here at nighttime today because I do have to get back and do some editing for my other channel called Lost and Local. It's about it's a podcast that I do with a partner of mine. Shout out to Hannah. But we do it, we post it once a week, and we're on our 25th episode, which is amazing. And yeah, so I have to get back and edit that podcast to post on Friday, my Friday. So yeah, I don't think I'll be able to come here in the evening like I originally wanted to. They must be doing some construction here. Unfortunately, I can't show you this. But it looks like they have some pictures of what it's going to look like. It looks amazing. They already did some renovation, but I guess they're doing more. Oh, too bad. I really wanted to kind of show you that. But what I want to do is I want to take us to that top of that building, the National Museum up there. I think we can get in an elevator and go to the top of that building. And right now I'm using the Insta360 automatic tripod where you hit the bottom of the tripod and it just opens up. And then I'm also using a DJI Action selfie stick so I can get a pretty long angle. I actually forgot to bring the DJI selfie stick that's 2.5 meters long. I don't know why I didn't bring that. What was I thinking? Rookie mistake. But yeah, let's stop here. Okay. So that's really cool. That screen. There looks like there's whale or something. But too bad that they're doing construction there. But man, so nice, so nice. The palace is such a nice place to go. I've been there several times, but it's really, really beautiful at night. So like I said, if you're wearing a traditional Korean hanbok that you can rent, you can get into that palace for free. But most places in Korea, whether they're museums or palaces, they are really quite affordable to take a look at. But let's continue on. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take us through that building up to the top. I don't know if I can see people or not. I think I see some people up there. But we're gonna go up there and I'm gonna show you hopefully an awesome view of the 360 elevated a bit. Let's do it. All right, so just cross the street. Let's hope that we can get to the top of this building. This is the National Museum of Korean Contemporary History. I don't know if I've actually been through this museum, but the museums in Korea are off the chain. Is that even what people say anymore? But off the hook. Yeah, but you should definitely check out some of the museums in Korea. But let's go inside. I probably won't be able to record, but hopefully when I turn this off, we'll be magically, with the power of editing, at the top of the building. Let's do it. Yo, look. I got to the top of the building. This is the 8th floor. And oh my goodness, this is amazing. I will put this up higher. There's some police officers behind me. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get in trouble for filming. Hopefully not. Let's do this. Let's try. I'm gonna try to reposition this to get to a higher level. Yo, look. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So this is, I've got 2 selfie sticks combined to get this level, and you can't even think of a better picturesque day. I mean, it could be maybe a little bit cloudier. 괜찮아요?
잡고만 계세요.
네.
쓰러지면 밖으로 나가면
네.
잡고만 계시면 괜찮습니다.
알겠습니다. 감사합니다. Got in trouble. Well, you know what? At least I got to do it before I got in trouble. Let's come over here. So I just wanted to see over here. Oh, look, that's so cool. Oh, so they are doing some construction down below. Yeah, this is the whole street, and then this is not the street, but this used to not have a big walkway down below. It was just a lot of like streets where cars were at. So they really made it walkable, which is amazing. But yeah, this is the beautiful area. That's the palace. Let's go down there. I think at least I got my video. I think the key to all of this thing about Korea is that do it and then ask for forgiveness later instead of asking and then getting said no. Anyways, let's go back down. I wanted to just show you this old-fashioned car that's right around the corner here. I don't know much about vehicles, but this is kind of cool looking. Talk about true retro. Let's take a look. By Shinjin Motors, a company that would later become Daewoo Motors, in 1967, built in Korea using parts from Japan's Toyota Publica. Wow, they only made 2,500 cars, and during an era when a sacrifice cost just 4,350 won and typical cars were priced nearly 1 million won, which is, so this car cost 1 million won, which is like the equivalent of US dollars at like what, $715? Crazy. Anyway, yeah, this is an indoor example of the 360. Let me close this up. and just put you on a selfie stick as we walk through here. Because the shutter speed is bumped up to 1/100 to 1/108,000, the LED lights shouldn't be too micro jittery. Should look pretty good, to be honest. Let's just go through here. So I'm going to take you all over to the palace. I'm not going to go inside, but we'll at least get to see some of the palace grounds, which is really cool. I did go through the Korean History Museum, which is over by Icheon. And I remember many years ago, probably 6 years ago, I did go around and read about the Korean history at the museum, but I've never sat down and actually read a book about the Korean history. There is a huge Korean public library a few blocks down the road, which I probably should, just for my own edification, and obviously being a Korean citizen, I probably should go and catch up and really get to know my Korean history. But all I have to say for now, being not that knowledgeable, I'm definitely proud to be a Korean. We have kind of had a very rough history, being occupied by Japan, China. We weathered through the storms, and we're still standing. So, very proud of my Korean history and my citizenship. But yeah, man, it's so beautiful today. So nice. So, how about you guys? What part of the country do you all reside in? Like, what's a famous landmark for your particular city? I know I've got friends from Europe and the States. I've got watchers from all over the place, but yeah. I am going to be doing some traveling, since I am traveling on. I'm going to be going back to the States. We'll be visiting my hometown in Indiana. Actually, for the first time, headed to the Northeast, headed over to Boston, I guess the city of education. And then I'm going where I haven't been in a minute, but we're going to Vegas, baby. Vegas, can you believe it? It's not by choice. It just happens to be my wife and her friends from high school all decided to meet in Vegas as kind of like an unofficial reunion of sorts. So, yeah, I'll be in Vegas for a few days too, which is actually kind of cool. It's kind of cool that I have something like the 360 camera to show you all around Vegas, because it's been a long time. We stopped by there for one day when I took my dearest mother to Hawaii with my wife in 2019, but we only stayed for one day in Vegas. I don't even think we stayed the night. I can't even remember. But, oh, look at this. A little running club. How cute. Oh, probably Korean Army. My bad. But they're still cute. All the Korean Army guys look so young. That happens when we get old, doesn't it? Even the 20-year-olds look like they belong in high school. Anyways, I'm gonna just stop and put this camera in a stationary spot, and we are going to get a nice view. So let me stop this here. So here we go. Is this on? Yeah, this is on. So yeah, we've got a beautiful view. There's where we were initially. And then we went up to that building on the 8th floor there of the museum. Now we're in front of the palace. Yeah, this is amazing. Oh, what's going on there? Anyways, yeah, well, I'll try to take you guys inside, see what it looks like. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean take you inside, but take you as close as I can get without paying a fee. I don't think it's actually that expensive. I think it's probably less than 10,000 won. Maybe 15,000 won. I'm not sure. That's probably like maybe at the most 10 US dollars. But I guess I can look here on this sign. Every time I come here, my wife just pays for everything on an app. So we never actually go into the ticket booth and pay for anything. But, oh, you can see the designs up at the top. That's kind of cool. With the 360 camera. Very nice. Oh, this is so cool. I mean, can you imagine like what it's like, what it would have been like? Every time I come to the palaces in and around Korea, it's always like, I don't know. It's not that it's reminiscent because I obviously never was here during this time, but it's just something so cool to think that we have such a rich history in this particular country. And I know for a lot of us, we should be very proud. I'm gonna set this down here. Yeah, we should all be very proud of the country that we live in and that we reside in. But yeah, it's so weird. It's like when, especially at nighttime, when you juxtapose this ancient history and then it's got these super modern buildings that surround it. I love the fact that we are able, despite being colonized, etc., we're able to at least restore and keep some of these historical buildings that really just reflect who we are as a people. But yeah, this is kind of like the semi-outer courts, would you say? The outer courts before you get into the inner courts. But yeah, I think past this building here is where you have to pay. But you know what? Let's go over there and let's just take a gander and see how much it actually costs, because I'm interested. Dude, I got a ticket. It's only 3,000 won. That's crazy. That's so cheap. So I'm gonna take a look at this real quick. All right, the ticket was 3,000 won. That's $2.16. I've never come here to purchase a ticket before, so my wife always did it. So you know what, folks? I did not think I was going to bring you all with me, but we're going to the palace, baby. Yeah, yeah, I guess I'm being a cheapskate. I guess I should have brought you guys in anyways, but I mean, $2.16 to see a national gem. Come on now. Hey, guys and gals, you're getting the best bang for your buck here with the Traveling On channel. But as you can see, there are people with hanboks. Now, I do own a hanbok. Hanbok? Sorry. Oh, my Korean's so bad. I do own a hanbok, but I've never brought it to wear. I guess I could wear it for free. You can rent them, as a lot of these foreigners do. And actually, Koreans do too, to be fair. But I'm gonna take a photo of this, sent to my wife. Because I think she'll be surprised that I ended up coming in here to take you all with me. Wow, it's been a minute. It's been a hot minute since I've been here. Wow. My wife, her friends from Hawaii came. My wife met them in here. Had I known how cheap it was, I feel bad. I was doing things, so I met them later. But I was like, oh, I don't want to waste money since I've already been here, but I didn't realize it was this cheap. So here we are. Check it out, man. This is so cool. I feel like a tourist for the first time. I'm gonna send this picture that I took of the ticket to my wife and surprise her. All right. Well, yeah, this is the beginning of hopefully not the end. Let's come over here. Let's see. All right. Oh my gosh. You know what? I feel so embarrassed. I stand corrected. It's Gyeongbokgung Palace. I think I earlier called it the Gwanghwamun Palace. Oh man. Shame on me. But look at this. I don't know if you can see this. It was in 1395, 3 years after the Joseon dynasty was founded, when the construction of the main royal palace was completed. Dude, that's crazy, crazy. You can pause that screen if you want to read it, but oh my gosh, that's so crazy. So crazy. Anyways, let's take you all here. I think my memory is fading, so I'm really happy that I'm taking this 360 video along with you all, because you know, this is like a really good rendition of what it's actually like to come to the palace. So maybe you know that you'll never be able to come to Korea. I hope this immersive 360 video kind of gives you that experience. So I hope this is encouraging for you all who maybe wanted to come and see the palace. Oh my gosh, they closed off this whole, see that building with all the closed off doors? That's normally open. Wonder what happened. I wonder what they're doing. I'll have to go up there to the sign and see. But I guess that building is where like the kings did their stately kingship stuff, I think, from what I recall. But it's really beautiful in there. I'm really saddened that I can't show you all. That's a bummer. Well, I guess that means I'll have to spend another $2.17 to come back, and maybe I'll have to come back in the evening time, because this place is really beautiful at night. It'll really push the limits of the 360 video though. I guess we're gonna have to go up there and take a look. Okay, access to the hall, including, is temporarily restricted to preserve our cultural heritage. Oh. Wow. Wow. You know what I think? I think there's so many influx of foreigners and visitors, not just foreigners, just everyone. Just an influx of so many visitors that, I don't know, I guess it was getting a little bit inundated. Interesting. Very interesting. That's a bummer though. Now, I'll probably try to throw up some photos. Actually, I'm going to try to throw up some photos of what that inside looks like. I'll try to do some searches on my previous pictures or said videos and throw that up there to show you. I could probably find it online too. But I want to come over here to the left. I think there's a lake over here that's really pretty. Speaking of pretty, this is what I love about Korea, is that we're a peninsula like Florida in the States, but a peninsula that is mountainous and beautiful, surrounded by water. Such a beautiful country. Such a beautiful country. But that is so unfortunate that that is closed. I feel like should go back and complain and get my money back. I'm joking. I want to support the local economy and my fellow Korean heritage. Okay, let's come over here because there's some more things to see. It's really quite extensive, honestly. Wow, they closed off all of the buildings. That's such a bummer. But let's come over here. There is a beautiful lake. I've taken some pictures at nighttime of this lake, and the lights along with the lake make it so pretty. I'm curious because this video is probably going to take a minute to create because this file is going to be huge. In Final Cut, we'll have to take some time rendering this video. But hey, I'm doing it for you all. I'm hoping that this video encourages some new subscribers, and for my fellow subscribers, I hope you all are doing well. I just got a couple more weeks here in Korea before I head out to the States. But traveling on, we'll start traveling again. We generally try to stay in Korea during the summertime, but then we do go out and travel usually in the spring and fall. Let me set this here. I love this little automatic tripod thing. Anyway, as you can see at nighttime, that whole building over there where I'm pointing at is all lit at night. And then this whole water just shines off the light. So pretty. But anyways, yeah, it's nice to see them all happy and enjoying Korea. All right, well, it's super hot right now. And the Osmo is doing quite well. I mean, I do have the screen off, which is gonna help the camera. Yeah, it's 31 degrees Celsius. So, and it hasn't overheated. And hopefully it hasn't fogged up because all my all my main videos of my 360, I guess some people are saying that it does fog up, but haven't seen any fogging up. We didn't go this way. Let's come through here. Unfortunately, all the main buildings that look really pretty on the inside seem to be closed up. Oh, you know what I want to mention? I don't generally talk. Oh, there is a building that has an opening. Let's take a look. This will be nice. Obviously, they're not going to be as ornate as the buildings of the main buildings, but let's at least take a look. This is okay, I don't want to get in trouble. But that is not as ornate as the main buildings. They have this netting here to keep the birds from putting their nest in. Let's go up here. I don't want to bother those ladies taking pictures, so I'll come over here. Ooh, ooh, look. Look. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Well, at least we got to see inside one of the buildings. Let's come over here. They're done taking their pictures. There is a young man, but he's not paying attention. So I feel very kingly. All right. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I interrupted myself, but I did want to mention what happened recently in the news. I mean, it is September 10th, 2025, but as you all know, there was a huge ICE raid. Not all of you know, but the immigration, I don't know what ICE stands for, probably immigration something something in the States, but they raided a factory. I think it was one of the big Korean companies like Hyundai. They were making a battery factory, investing billions of dollars in American infrastructure for car batteries. And I guess ICE did a huge raid on the factory and detained well over 300 native Koreans that were working there, helping train and get the whole establishment ready for a big investment in the States. And ICE just goes in and they raid and detain them. There's a lot of different theories, I guess, on who is at fault. But regardless, it looks at the optics, it's bad. Honestly, yeah, I don't want to dive too much into politics, so I'll stay away from any of the controversial personal opinions that I have, because I don't want to offend any of you who are my subscribers. But let's just say the optics is really bad. And it's unfortunate, but it looks like after sending some ambassadors to the States, getting things situated, getting some planes out to fly my fellow country people back to Korea is being done. So, you know, maybe this is a good thing. It's going to shed light into this whole process. And there are some articles where Koreans who live in the States, whether green card holders or naturalized Korean citizens, etc., they are concerned about the whole immigration situation. But maybe we're running into overreaction. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I'm curious because the light is like shining right in my face. How's the exposure on my face? I do have it set on minus 0.7 exposure value. That's for my camera folk. But yeah, anyway, let's end the Debbie Downer talk on that. But it is just something that is unfortunate. Moving on, let's see what else. Speaking of commerce and technology, the Apple keynote just came out. I mean, it's September 10th today where I'm at, but it's September 9th in the States as I speak. And the iPhone event just transpired, and it was a pretty succinct, like a little over an hour, but they introduced a new Apple Watch, they introduced the new AirPods, and the new iPhones. I definitely have no interest in the thin iPhone, but the baseline iPhone 17 looks like quite a bargain, starting at $799. And they even threw in 256 gigabytes as the baseline storage. So with subsidies or a trade-in, the iPhone 17 with that front-facing selfie camera that has all the different features to do landscape or portrait and to add additional people, that looks like a pretty awesome baseline game changer for people who want an iPhone. And now it's 6.3 inches. But man, that's a pretty affordable iPhone for those features. I actually am very impressed by the baseline iPhone 17. Anyways, I am a tech geek and I'm pretty agnostic when it comes to loyalty to tech companies. I do have an old Samsung phone. I'm sporting as my daily driver the Google Pixel 8 Pro. Shout out to Tim, my man, who got this when it came out, and it made me have FOMO, and I ended up getting it the next year. But what else? I have an old iPhone 11, so I am at the decision point of making, pulling the trigger on an iPhone. So I guess the question that I have is, do I go with a used iPhone 15, 16, or refurbished? Do I go with the baseline iPhone 17? Do I do a baller move and get one of the Pros? Or do I just stay put with the iPhone 11? And then because iPhone 11, shout out to Apple, they're still supporting it with iOS 26 coming out, the software. So I bought that iPhone 11 in Hong Kong in 2019 at the Apple Hong Kong. And for 2025 to the 2026, for that to still be software supported, before companies even promise 7 years of support like Google has, that's really impressive. Granted, the iPhone 11 looks, the bezels on that thing, I have it in my backpack. Bezels are huge. But yeah, anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed that little tour of the palace. It was really fun to take you all there. Hey, for $2.17, it's not a bad bargain at all. And if you own a hanbok, you can come in for free. And I know you're probably making fun of my Korean pronunciation, but I can pronounce Korean much better if I actually see it written in Korean than if I see the romanization of the Korean. So I'll use that as my excuse. Oh, what a gorgeous day. I mean, yes, it's 31 degrees, but it doesn't feel as humid outside since it's, you know, we're getting borderline to the autumn time. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. There's a building that I'm pointing at. It's called Somerset. Shout out to Somerset and my mom. In 2008, my wife and I and my mother-in-law and my mom, the four of us came out to Korea, and we stayed at that Somerset hotel, which was like really new at the time. So it's kind of cool to see that it's still there. That was the first hotel that had a washing machine that also doubled as a drying machine back in 2008. And my mind was blown. I'm like, what? Korea is crazy with technology. This was in 2008 that they had a washer and dryer in the hotel room, and it did both for one machine. Totally blew my mind. Yeah. So nice. This whole area is kind of used as a venue for big events in Seoul. So I'm gonna put this here. So they had like LOL, League of Legends, huge competition, filmed for worldwide audience, and they had it right here in this square. Of course, I didn't go attend it, but it was really cool that I think one of the Korean guys who's like a legend ended up winning it. Yeah, I'm so glad I was able to take you all here. we're still on the same battery. Oh, it looks like we can walk here. So I have no idea how long this video is gonna be, but man, I had a lot of fun recording this today. I hope you all enjoyed it with me. I'm gonna head back home and at least start editing this video, and I have to edit the Lost and Local podcast for Friday. And yeah, got a couple things I have to do for YouTube, but it's been fun posting videos more consistently on the Traveling On channel. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much for checking out the Traveling On video. I hope that this reached out to more audience of people who love all things Korea, K-pop, K-drama, K-cosmetics, who knows, like K-dramas. Yeah, I probably said that already, but yeah, thank you so much for checking out the video. Stay safe. God bless. Peace.